It's jumping day at Expedition Everest. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Revisiting Disney. This is the series where you guys sort of pick an attraction, and I go ahead and I play Imagineer for a day and talk about how I would redesign the attraction, replace the attraction. It's just a cool, fun, creative exercise. It by no means implies that I dislike the attraction that we're revisiting. In fact, most of the time I love them, but it's still really fun to just sort of approach it with a fresh outlook and see how Disney could have done it differently. And today you guys have picked Expedition Everest. That was a weird choice, I think, because it's such a new attraction. I didn't think you guys would be up for a revisiting so soon. But sure enough, you picked it, so let's go do it. Now, this one was really difficult at first because I feel like so much of it is sort of intrinsically tied to the area it's in. You know, it's the animal kingdom for one, so you're not going to really shoehorn in some, crazy sci-fi stuff, Avatar land. And it's a pretty big roller coaster infrastructure. Like, let's see if we can, we're going through the queue here, but everyone's getting on the ride. Can I hop over? I don't think I can hop over. Everyone's going to get on it. So let's see. Let's see if we grab a seat. Oh man, that filled up quick. It's like the real Expedition Everest. Okay, so it's a roller coaster. It's a pretty big infrastructure. It's not the sort of thing where you'd say, hey, take out the roller coaster, make it a slow ride. Not to mention that I don't think the Animal Kingdom can... I think the Animal Kingdom needs more than that. I think the Animal Kingdom needs a thrill ride, so it's important that it remains a thrill ride. Would this not make an awesome roller coaster for Indiana Jones? Now, your first thought could be, okay, let's do the minecart roller coaster, from Temple of Doom. But I feel like if you're gonna go back and reference an older movie, you don't want to do Temple of Doom. Before Crystal Skull, it was, I think, considered the weakest of the Indiana Jones films. I think this would be great for just a new, completely original Indiana Jones adventure. And you can still have this sort of mountain setting. You could still have this nature setting, it would fit within the Animal Kingdom. Sure, it's not about this mythical Yeti, but it still is this adventure. It's based on a Disney property. I think it could still be a lot of fun to have this sort of roller coaster experience. And I think you could throw in a lot of great Indiana Jones references. Maybe if you don't do an original, right? Maybe you do something where it's referencing all the things. So you have a part that is the minecart roller coaster from Temple of Doom. Maybe there's a part where the roller coaster track is being chased by the giant boulder from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Maybe there's a part where you're riding through the desert and it's from Crusades. So you can have all these different moments from Indiana Jones, sort of like an Indiana Jones best of roller coaster. And you already have the infrastructure here. You just really have to change the theming around it. You've got this character everybody loves. Who doesn't love Indiana Jones? And you could tie it in with a new Indiana Jones that they hopefully make. I would love to see Disney personally not reboot Indiana Jones, but go back into Indiana Jones' past and recast Harrison Ford. There's really great movie reviews that point out that, yeah, Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones, but Indiana Jones has become sort of an icon, and I think you could get somebody to play a younger Indy, and you could revisit those older adventures that he had before the films. So, I don't know. I think this would be great to be revisited as an Indiana Jones property. I think it would tie some lovable IP into the parks. You think back to the history of Epcot. Epcot was originally going to be this park that did not reference Disney properties at all. They did not want Mickey or Minnie or any of these characters in the parks. And Eisner really turned on that really quickly because he realized that that's what people want. People want Mickey. They want these characters they love. And, you don't want to overdo it, but to an extent, you sort of need to have that there. And I think you have it a little bit here in the Animal Kingdom, but I think the Animal Kingdom out of all the parks is the one that could use an injection of some Disney properties. And I think Indiana Jones would be a great fit for it, just by the nature that he's this world traveler and, he's always out in nature doing these things, and so I think it would just be a fantastic fit. So, yeah, that's how I would revisit Expedition Everest. I want to know what you think, though. Do you think that's a good idea? Maybe you don't want that for Expedition Everest. Maybe you want something completely different. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you'd want to see me revisit next, because I usually turn to you guys in the comments for suggestions as to what I'm going to revisit next. But whatever you do, Make the most of it. Have a fantastic week because it makes it so much better when you make the most of it. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Rob Plays. You can tell me there what you think of this idea. Or you can tell me on Facebook at Rob Plays That Game or on Instagram at Rob Plays That Game. Anyway, have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next time for the next episode of Revisiting Disney.